Good morning, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I come live every Tuesday morning about 8:30 Arizona time, whatever that happens to be where you are, and show you what I have going on my crafting desk this week. Now, it may seem kind of odd that with just the playoff football games and the upcoming Super Bowl that I would choose this particular thing to work on. But as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we have the opportunity to pre-order from all the catalogs. Good morning, Shell. Thanks for popping in. Good morning, Don. So when we, as demonstrators, got to pre-order for this January through June 2022 mini catalog, I saw the Hey Sports Fan Suite, and I knew that it was for me. Good morning, Sue. Thanks for popping in today. Because my husband's family is full of baseball fans, and in such, I have become a baseball fan as well. If you have to know, my team is the Twins. But this is the one suite for collection that I hadn't gotten any ink on yet. Good morning, Kay. Thanks for popping in. So I thought that yesterday I carved out a couple of hours and just stamped. So let me show you. I'm pretty excited about these cards, and what's more exciting is that I have a stack of cards now to send for birthdays. And I actually have a sample too to show you. It's just not for baseball and guys. So hang in there, and I will put you down to my workspace, and we'll show you what I've got going on. Good morning, Monica. Thanks for popping in. So this collection of products, this suite, is found on page 68 of the January through June 2022 mini catalog. What I've started to do is, in most cases, just buy the whole suite. It comes with the stamp set, the dies. This one also has some baker's twine that I'll show you, some resin stars, and some awesome designer series paper. And that way, then I have all this stuff. I'm not wondering what else I need. And then I can add other things to it as I go. So the first thing is the Your Biggest Fan stamp set. Really good for Father's Day. I know that's not till June, but you have the happy birthday, hooray, you're amazing. Hope your day is a grand slam. Good morning, April. Good morning, Fran. And then we have coordinating dies, and they're not all, I've been using most of them. So let's kind of show you all the different little shapes and stars. And what's also cool is these cut pieces of the designer series paper, and I'll show you that here shortly. The baker's twine is also, good morning, Sandy. We have Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, and then, good morning, Deb, a Poppy Parade, and a white that kind of says baseball right there. And then we have these really cool resin stars that are also Bumblebee, Evening Evergreen, Poppy Parade, and a Night of Navy. I know, that's the one thing here in Arizona. One of the reasons that we love living here is spring training baseball, and we are just crossing our fingers that's really going to happen this year, because the last couple of years it's been scarce, and now that they can play, so I hope that. Good morning, Julene. Thanks for popping in, and Fran. All right, the designer series paper. This piece, just a Night of Navy wood piece here. Good morning, Kathy. I love that. And this other side of the designer series paper, what's really fun about it is that you can cut all these little pieces with the dies. So I had a stack of these, I cut them all out and sitting on my desk so that I could grab them and play with them. If you had a grandson or a son who wanted to do, a birthday party, there's a little mini invitation right there. Love this piece, kind of the baseball stripes. This one also, You can cut the pieces with the designer series paper or with the dies. I also hand cut some of these. I just love this paper. And then the stars, that's kind of generic. Good morning, Beth. Thanks for popping in. Baseballs on the other side. Pinstripes. Bases. I don't know, balls. Kind of, and then this is a whole 12 by 12 sheet of just a big star, but I've actually been cutting that up. You'll see some of my samples. I'm just so excited about them. My husband and son would kind of like, ooh and ah, which one's your favorite? What do you like? So then there's some just equipment on that side and then some red stripes on the other. I was talking about all the little pieces, so I cut, these are all the little things that I have to work with. So they were all laying on my, good morning, Gina. They were all laying on my desk so I could pull from that. The other thing I love about this suite is that it coordinates with one in the annual catalog that I personally had a lot of fun with, and that's the Hats Off stamp set and then the hat builder dies. So let me just show you some of the samples. Let me know if you have your favorites. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about how I put the card together. But this one, this is where I used the Hats Off stamp set. I stamped it onto that pinstripe paper, die cut it with a hat builder die, used the this piece of designer series paper, and the little resins and the baker's twine. Even stamped a few of the stars in the middle. That was my very first card. Just love that, and all the little die cuts. Here's one that shows all the little pieces, those little tickets, and I just put them on a stripe with the hooray announcement, and again, my baker's twine and my stars. Here's one, I know, the Grand Slam, and it could be for anybody. And I die cut those out of the designer series paper. Pop that one up and then put one on the inside. So let's see, this was my son's favorite. Just a collection of all the little die cuts, the tickets, the stubs, the happy birthday, and that baseball kind of designer series paper on the back. Okay, I love this one too because I've been a fan of the Picture This dies since they came out in the annual catalog. So to me, that's like all the little baseballs. So this really, so on the banners, this banner, there is a die cut for it. And the other banners, there is not. This one, you have to fussy cut yourself. So just one sec. Pat, they're here. As usual, lots going on at our house today. Let's see. So there was my Picture This die. So excuse me. Let's see. Here's another one where I used the Hats Off. I stamped the image on that designer series paper, used the pinstripes, added the baker's twine and the little stars. Okay, what's next? You can see I was really busy yesterday. So these next, last week I did the card with the otters and the three coordinating strips. So I love this technique to show off all the little different pieces of designer series paper that's available in the pack. So I use the stamps, and then I took one of those little tickets and put that inside. I thought that was really fun. Took the denim ribbon, I think, coordinates really well too. Excuse my cough, of course, every time I get on. Here's another kind of sample with that, the 3 panels. Just, I used all different pieces of the paper that I had cut out. Now this one, this is what I really like about this, is that really, if you didn't know this was baseball themed, I could send this to someone on my team who did something amazing, or someone in my family who got a promotion. You wouldn't know that was baseball themed. So that I think this is a really very versatile bundle, a collection, and so fun to play with. I felt like yesterday I just played, and had so much fun, and I have pieces everywhere. And then this is the last sample, made baseballs, and this is the one I just cut some pieces. Hopefully I'll cut this short so you got to see all the samples and what the collection looks like. So for that card, I cut using I think my go-to dies are the layering circles. So I cut 2 base balls from the layering circles, one to stamp on, and there's a background. Thank you. I don't know, the cards just turned out so fun. And again, looking forward to spring baseball here. A piece of Night of Navy, so that's 5 by 3 3/4, and usually my go-to embossing folder too is that Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. A couple of Very Vanilla. I forgot to mention that Very Vanilla is the coordinating color here, and then my Night of Navy. So let's see. Just put some of it together. Thanks for bearing with me. Last week I got a frog, and I did it again. I tell you, something going on. Oh, where's my circle? I want to stamp on my circle here. And I have the Hooray, and we're going to do that in Poppy Parade. Get that all inked up. Always practice on my grid paper to make sure. And I do, because this is a photopolymer stamp, I do have my Stampin' Pierce mat out for that. And I'll just place that right here. These sentiments fit really nice. You could do Hooray, Happy Birthday, or Hooray, You're Amazing. So these are birthday cards, congratulation cards. Let's see, look at our Night of Navy for the happy birthday. Ink that up with the Night of Navy and just give it a good little push there. Let the ink sink into the paper. Not the best, so you know what? I'm just going to turn that over and try both of those again. And that's the beauty of it. You have 2 sides, and my motto is it's only paper. So if I make a mistake, I just I give myself some grace and I do it again. All right. Just remember to press down evenly and firmly so I get the image that I want. But there we go. I didn't have trouble with that one. It was my birthday. But I didn't practice, did I, on there? Okay. All right. All right, now we're ready to go. And from here, the card goes together really easily. And I kind of, I know Dawn and I have this ongoing discussion about paper. We all kind of hoard our paper, but at some point, it's funny. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for popping in. All right. So I have my Night of Navy that I've already put through the embossing folder. Again, the Tasteful Textiles 3D. That's that's kind of been my go-to lately. Maybe I need to. I've also used the gingham a lot, but I probably need to get a new one so that I have something else to play with and showcase. But so then I took the 2 baseballs and put my Stampin' Seal Plus on the back. I put my baseballs on first before I did the baker's twine. I put those down, kind of on each side, framing that other one. And then I am going to get out I've got the Night of Navy. Now this I'd like to hoard because I do like that. So I'll just get a bunch of that, and you can tell I wrapped it around the card before I popped that other piece on. You know, that was kind of crooked, but you know, we'll just fix it. So when I tie this bow, I start with my ribbon here, and then I wrap it around and wrap it around, and then I leave myself enough thread to tie a bow. And because it's not, I don't have adhesive on it yet, I can move that wherever I want. So I can just scooch it over here. Scooch. All right, let's see. I've got a bunch of little things here. Good morning, Christine. Thanks for popping in. I need to put this on here. Make sure I have the right side. On the Poppy Parade circle. Of course, you could use Night of Navy. Anything will work. And my dimensionals. And I've managed to make my workspace smaller and smaller as I go. It's just habit, isn't it? Pretty soon, you start out with the whole table, and pretty soon you're working in a teeny little spot. All right. Any other I did see a couple of baseball fans out there to start with. Anybody else looking forward to being outside and doing some baseball? Let's see. All right, more Stampin' Seal Plus, and we're almost done with this card. So you could make a whole bunch of these at one time and just have them in your stash. And that's what I generally do. I'm so excited to have all those cards just ready to go in the mail because Pat comes from a family of 10, and there are 6 boys. And they all love baseball. Their team was the Yankees, and my team was the Twins. So that did cause some problems. Not too many, but it's an interesting... Let's see. Let's put some stars on our inside. But we've all now started liking the Arizona teams, so went to a couple baseball games last year. Oh, let's put the stars in every corner. Sorry, I'm left-handed and it kind of taking up the screen. And then I could do this to my envelope as well. Okay. And let's put that on the inside. Do you think we should use some resin stars too? I think we should. They're out on the table. These are another thing I tempted to hoard, but they're super cute. So that's the inside. So here are stars. Let's see. Where should we put them? And what color? Well, I think we definitely need the red one. So here, take your pick tool. Let's see. Well, let's put one up here and then take a couple of these little guys and just put them down here. Isn't that fun? That just adds just a little bit with the, yes, you got to have the stars. You got to have the embellishments. And it just, does really make a difference in your card when you add a little bit of so-called bling to it. So thank you so much for sticking with me this morning with my little cough again. As I showed you the Hey Sports Fan Suite and all the different cards. Have fun. If you get this, I encourage you to get this. When you get this, I should say. Just so many different ways to use the Designer Series paper and to coordinate it with the Hats Off bundle that's available in the annual catalog. So thanks again for joining me today. Have a great day, a great rest of the week and weekend, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.